Once upon a time, not long ago, I made a video. And in this video, I made a rant about Sephora and the makeup that they did on me. And you may or may not have seen it. If you haven't, go check it out. It was not like the greatest experience I've had with makeup. It was my first time getting my makeup done professionally. And it kind of turned out very far removed from the idea of what professional makeup should look like. Yeah, it wasn't a good go. I think I may have said that I'll never go there again in my life. But ultimately, I'm not against the store. I wasn't even against the girl that did my makeup. It turned out really bad and it was very different from what I was used to. So it was a bit of a shock. And anyways, I made this video. It kind of got a little out of hand at the time. But I went back to Sephora and I actually got some stuff in this little bag. Now, this is a bit of a haul / get ready with me video. Although I got a couple of things at Sephora, I also went to MAC and I got a foundation, which I will talk about in this video. As well as from Sephora, I actually got the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Creme Brulee. And then the last thing that I got from Sephora was the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. Let's just get the hair out of the way. I have my mirror here, so I'll be looking in it while I'm getting ready. And hopefully you'll be able to see everything. First and foremost, about the foundation. The box looks like this, and the one that I got was the MAC Studio Fix in C4. I was matched. I actually went into the store twice and I was not properly matched the first time around, but that was really my fault because I kept saying that I wanted something more warm. It just didn't look right in camera. It was like really obvious that there was a difference. And the second time I went in, they put this one on me and it took me a little bit of getting used to it, but truth be told, it was like the only foundation I've ever had in my life that truly perfectly matched my skin. So it is in C4 and this is what it looks like, and it's like this. There's no pump. I think you can get the pump from MAC, but I didn't think of that at the time. For the concealer, which goes under the eye, I got the NARS Creme Brulee because, well, I've heard a lot of good things about it and I just decided to try it out myself. I tried the MAC Under Eye Concealer, but still for some reason I liked this one better when I tried it out at the store, so I purchased the NARS one. And then we have the Laura Mercier setting powder, which looks like this. It's a nice little kit. I'm gonna start with my makeup. I'm just gonna take a mirror that I have here and I'm gonna put the foundation on it. I think I'm gonna have to get the pump. So I've already washed my face, put a moisturizer on it, and something that I learned yesterday actually was that it's important to have your foundation and your moisturizer, the base of it, match. So if you have a silicone-based foundation, you should have a silicone-based moisturizer. Otherwise, your foundation will not sit very well on your face. It'll get streaky, it'll get clumpy. You want to make sure that those two things match. If you have a water-based foundation, make sure you have a water-based moisturizer. I just have a Real Technique stippling brush and I just dab it a little bit and then we just go. I usually start right here in the face and then just sort of like circle it out. I feel like I've tried a beauty blender, I've tried just using my fingers, but honestly, I feel like this brush gives the best end result. It looks really airbrushed. So I first like to get the product on there and then just... The foundation that I was actually using before I switched to MAC was the Estee Lauder Double Wear in Tawny. There's two reasons why I was looking for a new foundation. I was the wrong color, because when I was matched to the Estee Lauder one, I was tanning a lot at the time. It was also summer. I quit tanning, so, you know, a few months later, my skin goes back to its natural color, and now I have like this dark yellow face and then, you know, white skin. So I needed a new foundation. I went in and I got matched at MAC. One of the reasons why I decided to go with a different foundation from a different company was because I also suspected that Estee Lauder was making me break out. And every time I would wear my foundation a lot or frequently, I would start to break out. Oftentimes I would blame it on my food or hormones or this or that. And while I'm sure hormones have like the most to do with it, I found that every single time I wear my double wear Estee Lauder foundation for a week, I would start to break out like crazy. And I just thought that, you know what, maybe I should try something different for a change and see how it goes. I've read reviews where several people actually complain of the same problem that they have with it. And to me, it was really worth it. I really loved the foundation, but it just, the breakouts and the color was just wrong, and I was just not willing to take another risk. And now I'm going to go into the concealer. Now, the thing that I want to mention about the foundation and the concealer, I actually looked into drugstore brands because I read online that the Fit Me foundation was really, really good and comparable to the MAC Studio Fix. And I said to myself, why not? You know, why not save money and try something that might be very similar and might have a same end result? And although I was really happy with the MAC Studio Fix, I was like, you know, let's see what the Fit Me one was all about. So I got it and I got home, I tried it one side of my face, and it was just not happening. First of all, the color that was recommended for a match in the C4 MAC Studio Fix was the 125 in the Fit Me foundation, and it wasn't even close actually. And I got the concealer and the setting powder, and I just said, you know what, like, no, I'm happy with the result that I got from the MAC. And you can see the difference in the two. The MAC is very luminescent and like there's dimension in the face, and the Fit Me is just really flat and just not really suited to my skin tone either. So I just decided to go with the MAC. I was willing to pay the little bit of extra for that, you know, fine details. So I'm just gonna go in and blend the concealer out like so. Now I do have positive things to say about the Fit Me foundation. Honestly, I really liked the finish, how it felt on my skin. It was really lightweight and it was really, really smooth. And I'm sure if you're matched to the right color and if you like the matte look, it would do really good things for you. But I just wasn't happy with it. I didn't really like it. I didn't like what it did for me. It's too bad, but I really like the NARS concealer. I like the texture of it, the color. All right. On to the Laura Mercier setting powder. So, the sticker still on here. I'm just gonna put a little bit of it in the cap. Maybe a little bit more will do. This is the first time I'm actually using this setting powder, so I gotta play with the amount that I'm using because, you know, it's like a dream on the skin. It's just so, oh, I want to live in this. It's so nice. Oh. It's a bit pricey, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the price, I was like, ugh. But then I was like, you know, I'm not gonna look in camera until the end. And hopefully I'm happy with the look, but I'm just gonna go with the rest of my makeup and see how it all turns out. For the contour, I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Care Light to Medium. I'm just gonna use this brown right here, just add a little bit of a contour, nothing too much. Again, with this Real Techniques brush, I don't know what the brush is, I just use it because it works. Oh my gosh. A little bit here. I'm so excited to see the end result. I can't wait. And then I'm going to leave it on and actually go to the gym and at the end see how it all works out. All right, so now I'm going to do the eyebrows. I have this brow pencil that I got, Brow Artist Designer, and it's in, I lost the cap for it, but I'm pretty sure it's like brunette, something brunette. Ugh. My eyebrows are two very, very different eyebrows. Like, they're not even close. I think if you look at them individually, you'd think they're from like two different people's faces. All the advice I've heard or people have told me, it's always, focus on trying to make them as even as possible without messing around with the shape too much, because you still want to stick to the natural shape. I don't know. Some days I have good eyebrow days. Some days I have one good eyebrow day. Just really depends. I don't want to speak too soon, but I think that this is pretty close to being even, which is such a rare thing for my eyebrows. So now that we're done the eyebrows, now we're going to do the wing liner. I got this just to try it out. Liner brush, because I didn't like the one that came with the gel eyeliner. I recently started using gel eyeliner because before that I was using just this one here from L'Oreal, the infallible one, and it was very light. The line wasn't very sharp, and like that was fine for the look that I was going for, but then I said, you know what, I want something that's a bit more sharp and edgy. So I decided to go out and get a gel liner. And I got the Maybelline Studio one. I like it. I have no complaints about it so far. It's actually the first gel liner I've ever used, so I don't mind it. Sometimes things don't really work out with eyeliner and wings, and I'm going to be using this for a close-up, so let's see what happens. I like to outline the wing and then fill it in after, because if I mess it up I can go in and just fix it much easier. So now I'm just gonna go in and close to the lash line and then just put in a really fine line, extend it into the corner of the eye. I'm just gonna try to connect it. Again, remember, I'll be going over this one more time for the final. This is just sort of like a rough sketch, if you will. So now I'm going to take the infallible eyeliner, and actually I'm going to go on the inside of the waterline. And then just on the top and bottom. So what this is going to do is going to pull the eye up. And since I have a lot of eye real estate on my face, I can afford to, bring that up. And why not? I'm going to go in with eyeshadow now. And I love Maybelline eyeshadows. I've pretty much only ever used the Maybelline eyeshadows and never had an issue with them. So I really love their little nude palette. I'm going to go in with this one here. There's no names that I can find for these colors. So it's the second, on the top row, the second to last one. And it's matte. So I'm just going to go with that over the whole lid. It's one of my favorite colors. Using the same palette. I was using this one, so I'm gonna use this one here just to add a little bit of dimension in the crease and pull the eye up. Just gonna use that little bit of the dark one in the crease. The liner. Now I'm going to go in with the gel liner one more time over the wing just to really give it a nice, dark, intense, sharp look. Really refine it. I just feel like that gives it a much more dark and more intense look. And so I'm just going to take the brush that I used to do the crease with the darker color. And then just whatever's left with it, I'm just going to go underneath the eye a bit. Just to smoke it out a tiny, tiny bit. Nothing too much. Just a bit. So my brush broke. But usually I have this Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess that I got when I got the my double wear. And it's lasted me forever. I barely put a dent in it. So I just go around up here, the temples. Ooh. I used to put the bronzer all over my face before, but when I was shown properly how to do it and how it actually looks when it's properly applied, I was like, wow, this really gives a shape to the face, doesn't it? I would just be like, because I was like, I want to be tanned and golden all the time. So I was showing you got to do the 3 on the face. So like in a three motion. So you go over your... And this also actually you could just do instead of contouring, apparently. You know, this gives you extra color and shape. And I love it. I love it. I'm no expert, by the way, guys. Like, this is just how I do my makeup. I don't even know if I'm doing anything right or wrong. Do it, whatever. Have fun with it. Makeup is and should be fun, you know. If anybody tells you you're doing it wrong, tell them. Don't tell them anything. Don't even talk to them. They're probably just really bitter or something. Have fun. Experiment. Do whatever you want. Anybody got time for haters? I just like to take a little bit of a shimmery eyeshadow and just put it in the corner of my eyes. Just to give it a bit of sparkle. And the other day I got this Physicians Formula. And it's just like, they're all sparkly shadows. Falling apart. Like, I just like to put it here just to give it a bit of a pop. And sometimes I'll even go and just highlight the Cupid's bow. When you look at the face head on, the places that should really pop the most, especially in good lighting, is the Cupid's bow and the inner eyes of the face. So the other thing that I got was, and I haven't used this yet, I just opened it but I haven't used it, was the Lumi True Match Glow Illuminator. I read like good things about it and I didn't want to spend too much money on, you know, like a high-end one because I usually don't even use a highlighter, but I figured, you know what, like let's give it a shot, see how it goes. If I like it, maybe I'll invest in something, you know, more high quality, but for now I think this will just do. So it's just a blush brush from e.l.f. that I picked up. All right, and now the finale, which is I love the way this mascara smells. It's the voluminous Million Lashes Excess. It's my favorite mascara I've ever used so far. I really love it a lot. The snowplow is right outside my house. Sorry about that plow outside, but it is what it is. I'm not stopping filming. So the mascara, you always, oh, I got it in my hair, of course. So today I had my Invisalign appointment and it was one of my last appointments. I can't say it was my second last one or not yet because I don't know what's gonna end up happening. But I got my last 3 trays for my teeth and I'm so excited. I'm almost done. I'm really happy with the end result so far. All right, for today, I'm actually just gonna do, like this is like my go-to lips. Everyone always asks me, especially on Instagram, like, oh my God, what lipstick do you wear? Like, what do you wear? And I'm gonna tell you now, guys. So this is the lip liner that I use is the Annabelle one, Akayu. I might be saying that wrong. It's a 129 and it's sort of like a purpley, dark mauvey, purpley color. And usually I use that to lip line. And then the MAC Honey Love. This is the favorite. I just feel like this lip liner with the Honey Love is like, for me, the most perfect color. It's my favorite. This is what it looks like. Put it on and then just go over it one more time. That's my makeup. Hopefully it looks good. I haven't actually looked in camera to see how it looks on there. I mean, I like it in real life. Not so sure how it's gonna end up looking on there, but that's okay. My concern for now is about in real life. I'm gonna go run some errands. I'm gonna end up going to the gym. Hopefully this passes the gym test. And not that it's important, but you know, sometimes it's nice to be able to, you know, keep some semblance of like decent face. Hey guys, I'm post gym. It's been about 6 hours since I put the makeup on, and I did some errands and I went to the gym, and it was upper body day, and I did 20 minutes of cardio. For cardio, I did rope skipping, and if you can see, I don't know if you can see this on my arms, but I have like wounds from jumping rope. That's just because my rope was too long. I eventually changed to a shorter one and it was fine, but I got a good beat down. Anyway, my makeup stayed on pretty well. The only thing that I would mention is that on my way there it was really, really cold, and even just getting from my car to the gym, my nose was really runny, so I had to blow my nose. And I was pretty rough about it. I wasn't like delicate, so some of the makeup rubbed off around this area. But overall, just from working out, even though like it wasn't a true test for my workouts, because leg days are really, I sweat a lot more. They're much more intense than my upper body days. Even with cardio, they're still much more intense. I think it stayed pretty well. I have no complaints. So this is the end result. So would I recommend this makeup? Absolutely. All of it. The foundation, the concealer, and the powder. I saw some footage on my screen because I was editing some of the video before I went to the gym, and I really like the end result. In fact, I love the end result. I feel like it really does exactly what I was looking for, and it's totally worth it. I would highly recommend it, but if it's not something that you're willing to spend the money on, or can't afford it, or just not interested in it, there's nothing wrong with drugstore brands. It's just a matter of finding the right fit for your skin type, and you're getting the right color match. That's really the key. Everything else is just, you know, details. But to me, the devil is in the details, especially with something that I really like and passionate about. So for me, it's worth it. Now I'm actually gonna go and have my meal prep. I have it right here. I've got some chicken, broccoli, cauliflower, and sweet potato. Gonna have this. Oh yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you subscribe to my channel, and I will be back here with another video.